Here it is. This one's a hard one. This is healthy habit number 19. Now this is drinking alcohol, being moderate or going 100% without alcohol. Because some people have that addiction and they can't do alcohol at all. It messes them up. It puts them into a downward spiral. But as a person who loves a nice glass of wine, I have found a few things that I really do to help me keep a little bit of a moderation on the alcohol thing. Now, first of all, I take breaks on a regular basis. I'll take a 3-week break. Once a year, I try to do a 100-day break. I don't always get there. I don't always do 100 days every single year, but that's something I aspire to, because what happens is when I take these breaks from drinking a glass of wine, in fact, that's kind of my only real vice with alcohol. I don't drink mixed drinks. I don't drink hard liquor. A nice glass of wine with a meal is always just kind of my favorite thing to do. And it's very relaxing. It puts me in it kind of just de-stresses me. And so I think what happens as modern humans, we get caught in this rhythm of, at the end of the day, it's been a long day, life is extra stressful, I need a glass of wine, or I need my drink or my cocktail or whatever. So, well, I take these breaks, and what I find is I not only feel so good, and this is where I get my tea habit in. I'll drink a glass of tea, a cup of tea, in place of the alcohol. And if you have something to replace it, instead of just feeling deprived maybe with your glass of water, it really can make a big difference. But what I find is when I take these breaks, I get up in the morning and I have full-on mental clarity. It does depend on the type of wine that you drink or the type of alcohol. That is very true. But alcohol is alcohol. And we all know at the end of the day that it's a neurotoxin. So if you can moderately take your alcohol consumption down, be very strategic, maybe just have a drink on the weekend, and realize how good you feel, not just physically, but your mental clarity when you keep your alcohol consumption at a minimum. So there's a really, really good book that I would recommend that everybody read, especially if you're a person who really, really enjoys or depends on that daily glass or 2 or 3 of alcohol. It's called The Easy Way to Control Alcohol by Allen Carr, and it's Allencarr. And this is a book I read probably 3 or 4 years ago. I had a couple of friends, a family member who was struggling with alcoholism, and to me this was something that I'd heard about, and you always hear about these different things that can help someone stop drinking, stop smoking, whatever it is they're trying to do. And this book, of all the books that I have read, is the most impactful. It is one of the most empowering books that I have ever read. And I'll put this down underneath this video. I'll put the name of the book with the author. Very, very, very good. So add this habit as far as moderate. If you're a 100% dry person, you don't drink at all, serious props. Because to me, that is a really brilliant way to live life, especially if you have other ways to relieve your stress. Because I know a lot of people who actually will drink to help relieve their stress and give them it feels like it relaxes them. So this is where some of those other habits we've talked about so far, like having a hobby, getting outside, going for a walk, getting some of these habits that are helping to de-stress us without that alcohol piece. So I hope that this has motivated you a little. I know that this one sometimes can be very tough, but this one is absolutely brilliant. And if you think about all the good benefits that you get from it, and especially once you start feeling good, then it actually becomes very easy. So I hope you have a brilliant day, and we'll see you next time.